Zenless Zone Zero sucks. The good thing about Zenless Zone Zero is the facials. They're great. The storytelling is below Genshin Impact, Withering Waves, and Honkai Star Rail, and that is like the standard now. And the movement is pretty good. I like the movement of the characters; they're really good, and the fighting style of the players is really good. And but the enemies are poor. The women look hot, yes. The 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 enemies are poor because they lack any kind of fighting style whatsoever. The women are hot in the game, which is really good. And Doctor Disrespect and EDP will definitely like the characters in this game, and so are the furries. The furries are gonna go wild with this game. I think they already have. So I've talked about all the positive that I can talk about playing this game for a while now, and I have a few issues with it. The combat is not good. Not good that the characters don't have a good fighting style. The problem is that you have better fighting style in Honkai Impact Third. The enemies attack slower than Honkai Star Rail enemies, and that's a turn-based game. And they attack more frequently than the enemies that you're gonna play in this game. There are two different modes. You have the normal mode and the challenge mode, and it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. It just means that you're gonna stay longer in the battle with one rather than the other because they have more HP. It does absolutely nothing, and it's just poor quality. The story is the worst out of the top three, as I mentioned before, and in my opinion, Honkai Star Rail is the best storytelling in gacha game history because of the way they love to break the fourth wall. They meme about a lot of things, and their talking style is very relatable, very modern, and the story is interesting, and the pace is really good for us ADHD people that don't have good attention span. It doesn't draw you out to death. Honkai Star Rail has the best story. Genshin Impact is in second place at the moment because their story is very solid, very interesting. It's just that Paimon talks a little bit too much. Wuthering Waves is catching up because of 1.1. They have got better camera angles, better acting with the voice acting, and it's gotten better, but it still hasn't passed Genshin Impact, in my opinion. I've gone too far. Zenless Zone Zero is none of that. It's a slice of life anime kind of story and feels very low budget, and it's just, yeah, boring. Overall boring. Very boring. Boring-ish. You can get through it, but I don't think you should do it all through because it can get boring very fast. I can see. There is a lot of kids in this game, and they're sexualized, and that is something that I don't really like. One particular example is the character known as Piper. Um, her highs. If you have had a girlfriend, her her eyes are fuck me eyes. That's the type of eyes I'm getting from this little kid, and I know that Doctor Disrespect and EDP would be very happy about that, but I am not so happy about that. But maybe it would be okay given the audience of the Genshin community. It has been always known that majority of the Genshin community are PDFs. So I think this might fall right in their demographic, and they're kind of hitting two demographic very hard. The those type of PDFs and the furries. So I think they're doing great in targeting their core audience. The problem that I have why they're sexualizing these kids is because they remodeled Nicole, and if there's a character that you're going to be sexualizing, it should be Nicole. So they have a problem if Nicole have too much big boobs or is too sexualized, but they have no issue sexualizing little kids. And the way these characters are posing as little kids, they are being sexualized 100%. And there are going to be a lot of people fap into this. I can guarantee you, which is just unfortunate. For me, the reason why I'm so pissed as why they did the nerf to Nicole is because it took away so much development time from the game where they could have made the bosses and the enemies a little bit more dynamic. When I'm fighting the bosses, it feel like I'm just punching a punching bag. And this game is not gonna be successful because most people the people that want to play a hack and slash and not really care about being talented, they just want to know it get the enemy get defeated, are not going to be playing this game because game kind of don't know what their target audience is. Are they targeting the older demographic? And most of the older mature demographic don't want a easy peasy game. Are they tackling the children in the community? Because the children are going to play it and there's a whole lot of sexualization going on in the characters. So who are you targeting zenless zone zero with this game? Because this game is not hard. This game is literally there is literally no difference between the two challenge mode. There's a move for challenge and there's a move for normal, and there's literally no difference in it at all. Only difference is like the enemy can take more damage, but apart from that, nothing. No new moves that the boss is doing. Not it's not hard to to, to, to avoid hits. They hit at the moment, like they're punching with. I feel like I'm fighting. They're fighting with sleepover pillows. I feel like I'm at a sleepover fight. That's how weak the enemy is, and maybe it get harder in the future. I doubt that. I very much doubt that, given this is the Hoyo game, and the developers say they're not making it hardcore content. So there isn't really any reason to play this game. And I'm telling you right now, if I don't get Rena, Grace, or Ellen in these polls, I am quitting this game because, and I'm just gonna stick to Rule 34 content because apart from that, there is no other reason to play the game. It's not challenging at all. I like a game that challenged me, and this is not it. It's taking up too much space on my phone for giving me no enjoyment whatsoever. Maybe it's not for me. It's not gonna be for most of the content creators at all either, because when a content creator play a game, they want to play for the challenge. Majority of them. You think of people like Mtash, Tectone, and others, Gotcha Smack. They're playing for something to challenge them, and a game like this is gonna be very hard and very hard for them to play. I mean, because it's gonna get boring very fast, and we can't as a community be bitching about how there's no hardcore combat in Genshin Impact and the comeback is ass and this and that in Genshin Impact, and then come and be sucking off this game, and I'm talking about Tectone, sucking off this game that the game is good. It's not good. The game is not good. I know Tectone is coping because he wants the game to do good, but it's not good. It's really not, I'm not even going into the TV issue either. As I said, it may have an audience for super casual players, untalented players, players that are not good at gaming, but they just want to have a game to say that they're good at it. If you say you're the best Zenless Zone Zero player It's like me going, me, a adult, going to a kindergarten soccer match and scoring 8 goals and saying that I'm the best thing out there. This game is ass. The only thing that's in this game is the sexualization, and the only thing that I don't like is that they're sexualizing kids in it too. And in fact, I feel like they're sexualizing the kids even more than they sexualize the adult, which is just insane. What are your thoughts? Are you loving your Zenless Zone experience so far? If you're playing it, I'm playing it because I'm trying to get the character that I want to get. If I don't get that character, well, I don't have a reason to play the game. It's just simple. I'll just stick to Rule 34 content. It's easily available. This is not it. Zenless Zone Zero, I know it would fail, but I didn't know it was going to fail this bad. It's not worth your time whatsoever. Trust me.